In the West, we know of only one kind of time, which is linear time, which is time that flies like an arrow, in which the future is always before us and the past is behind us. This kind of time is founded on the notion of causality, of cause and effect. Indigenous societies, shamanic societies, spiritual traditions know of a different kind of time that turns like a wheel. It doesn't fly like an arrow, in which the main operating principle is not causality, but synchronicity, in which you can influence events that occurred in the past, and in which you can nudge destiny. See, the problem with linear time, which is the time that we know, is that it tends to produce psychologists and psychotherapists, which are wonderful people, but psychology is founded on the notion that who you are today is the result of what happened to you when you were 6 or when you were 12 and when you were in the womb or maybe in a former lifetime. So we're always the result of an earlier cause. When we are able to engage a different kind of time, we're not only the result of an earlier cause, we can be the result of something that hasn't happened yet. You're not only the result of your genes and your genetic inheritance that might predispose you to heart conditions and breast conditions. You're not only the result of your childhood, but you might be the result of something that happens to you 10 years from now or 10,000 years from now. So that the future can reach back like a giant hand and bring you forward into who you are becoming. So we can be informed by who we are becoming, and not only by the genetic baggage and the karmic baggage, the psychological baggage that we've inherited. So our mythology of origin says that we own space, and we travel across space. We can travel from here to Africa, go to Europe, go to South America, which seems very foreign to an indigenous person, whereas they are able to travel across time. And that seems very foreign to us. They're able to journey along their timeline to visit an event that occurred in the past, or travel along their timeline or the timeline of their village to visit or influence an event that will occur in the future. That's why seers of long ago were able to foretell the events surrounding 2012. Best we know of only one kind of time, which is this linear time. And we have only one calendar. But for example, there's societies like the Maya, the Mayans or the Inca, that have many different calendars. The Mayan have 24 different calendars. We have only one. Now the origin of this is very interesting because our myth of creation, our story of creation is founded on the division of space. On the first day, God separated the waters above from the waters below, the dry land from the waters on the second day. So our mythology is founded on the division of space. And the first 5 books of the Bible have to do with the right that you have to own private property, to own the land. Whereas the indigenous mythologies are founded not on the division of space, but on the division of time. So that the notion of owning the land is very foreign to the shamanic societies. But the notion of owning time is a very familiar one. So indigenous cultures are possessed by the land. You're born in a village, you never leave that village. You're owned by the land, but you have time. In the West, we're possessed by time, but we own the land. We have no time. Time is not available to us.
So I think people have to